much. And, I think the other thing that's really her legacy is just how committed she was to the people that she loved in terms of helping out. She was, devoted to my NCC. She kind of transitioned into a different season of life in terms of being faithful to my grandmother. And anyway, I just really respect that. I think she has a crown waiting for her. So anyway, with that, I want to turn it over to somebody. Actually, I want to turn it over to Alex. And as I said, if you have something you want to share, just come out after he's done.
Hi, I'm Alex. Cece's dad. Carrie's dad. It's a good thing I wrote some notes down because I got my paper, right?
Alex, could you come stand by so maybe she can hear you?
She can't hear this.
Well, no, she can't, but if you stood by her.
She would hear it better?
Yeah, I think she might be able to hear you.
Okay.
And if she can't hear you, she can look at you. Yeah.
Where are the loudspeakers?
In the ceiling,
Where? All around?
right above your wristwatch.
There.
Oh, can you hear me?
Thank you so very much, and I'm glad to be here. And see all the good and nice people. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. So, can you hear me, Hope? Okay. All right. So, there are plenty of people here who knew Carrie as an adult, some of them even before that. But I want to start at the very beginning. Most of you probably know that Carrie was adopted. When we got her, they go through the interrogations, and the last one is the home visit. And like 3 days after the home visit, they called us and told us we could pick up Carrie. So they the adoption agency obviously had it in mind that Carrie, with her parentage, was going to be a good fit for us. And obviously it was. So as an infant, Carrie was always extremely happy child. I can rarely remember her crying at all. When she was old enough to sit, she would sit in the middle of the living room, and Cece would have the hi-fi, the stereo turned on to maximum volume. And there was this little blonde blob sitting out in the middle of the living room, bouncing to the music. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. So music was always a big part of her life. She continued with music, piano, she sang. She actually, at the age of 7, she started singing in a church choir. And unfortunately, I put an end to that because one day she came home on a Sunday and said that she was a sinner. I said, "What do you mean you're a sinner?" She said, "Yeah, the preacher said we're all sinners." I said, "Okay, we don't need that, so I'm not on the church singing stuff." But she continued to sing through school. She was always a very headstrong person. Those of you who knew her can vouch for that. When she'd make up her mind on something, there was no dissuading her. She was very tough physically. For example, I remember many a winter night her walking out to the back of our large lot and feeding the dogs in the snow in her bare feet. I also remember when she started taking skiing lessons at about the age of 5 or so. I think Mike was 7, I think she was about 5 years. Every Sunday they'd take a bus from Spokane up to Mount Spokane. And so one Sunday, Cece decided to ride with him. And at lunchtime, the ski instructor came back in and told Cece that she thought Carrie would do a lot better if she had goggles and a hat and mitt. And Cece took her over to the window, and there on the snow next to the ski rack was a little pile of hat and goggles and mitts. So Carrie skied all day with how green it was. in the same light, she was very difficult to punish. Anything was like water off a duck's back. You couldn't punish her. I mean, anything was cool. You was banned her to her room, good. She'd go to music to her room, turn on her music, take away the stereo. No, she'd read a book. She'd go to her book. No, she'd sit there and contemplate. I mean, there was no punishing that girl. And not that she needed a lot of punishment. Kids are kids. At the age of about 11, Carrie was very physically mature, but she was also way above her age, emotionally and mentally in some ways. And I remember very well when 4th of July, we always had a 4th of July party, and barbecue, and there's a pool in the backyard, and everybody would be in the pool. And this particular year was Cece's first year of law school, the end of their first year of law school. And so all the kids were playing around the pool, Michael and his buddies, Carrie was out there, a couple of the law students. And at one point, one of the law students, so we're talking about, 3 or 4 years of college and a year of law school. I was barbecuing, Cece was next to me, and I said, Cece, your daughter's a real kid, mind if I ask her out? But Cece, very straight face, says, no, of course, fine, but you do realize she's 11. So she continued with music all her life. As an adolescent, she was always very self-sufficient, very independent. The kids all went to Europe one summer. All Carrie and Mike and all the cousins, they all met up in Austria. And at that point, I remember hearing stories about my 16-year-old daughter taking a train from Italy to Brussels or something by herself. I mean, she would just figure out the train schedules and hop on the train. And I mean, she was really very self-sufficient. Only later that I found out that one of those trips was a trip to the beach in Belgium with her cousin who was like 4 years older. The particular beach they spent the day on was a nude beach. But that was Carrie. It didn't phase her a bit. I mean, I hate to say it came for anything, huh? And I remember also, well good. So she went to Vandercook Musical School, and one of the reasons for going to Vandercook was that she would get the music education, the piano and singing, and that she would also graduate from there with a teaching degree. So that for some reason, one semester before completing her teaching credentials, she dropped out of school. And it is only here tonight that I found out that it was Jill who talked her into moving to Hawaii. So like overnight, these two girls just took off, and I didn't know anything about it, and all of a sudden she's in Hawaii, got an apartment, and actually when she went to Vandercook, so she was just straight out of high school, she drove her car to Chicago. I mean, we're not talking about Spokane, we're talking about Chicago. And she drove to Chicago, found the school, found an apartment, I mean, pretty self-sufficient. So I guess she and Jill found something to do, found jobs in Hawaii at the time, but she never finished her teaching degree. Anyway, so that brings her up to her adulthood, and I'm gonna let others talk about her at this point. It was just in thinking about this that I realized that in her 48 years, I never properly thanked Carla for sharing her. So Carla, thank you for sharing Carrie with us.
Wow, what a celebration. I just want to say thank you first and foremost to the dear Lord for bringing us all together here today to celebrate this wonderful woman that He's given to all of us. She had a special way of making us all feel like she was our best friend. Don't we all say, Carrie was my best friend? I know she was mine. I know a lot of you. I know you, Jill. I know you through her. She had a great way of talking about all of you in a very special way, so I just want you to know that you guys all filled her cup. And I'd like to say cheers to Carrie because she loves you and you guys kept her cup very full. I want to thank you. And I'm thankful because she was a good friend of mine. She came into my life 8 years ago. She's been a dear friend to me, and she's been like a second aunt to my daughters. In a period of my life where I needed a friend, and she was there. She was my rock, and she was amazing. There's a lot of conversations that we had amongst each other, secrets that we shared, things we wouldn't dare to share. And you could trust her. She had that heart. She kept it sacred. And there's so much I can go on about her. I mean, she's funny, and she's full of just life and loved everybody. And I don't know, there's just so much that's going through my head right now. And she's been, I think, playing tricks on me. She knows that she's been kind of like my little geek friend, that girl that was always in IT and did all kinds of web designing and beautiful, wonderful things. I mean, she had talents amongst talents. I mean, she was just gifted in that sense. Yeah, last night my channel changer went out on me, and I could not figure out for the life of me how to do this. And I've done this before, and she came to my house one time. Roxanne, did you try it? And I was like, I've tried it, Carrie, 100 times. I cannot do it. So now I'm thinking, who am I going to call to come and fix my TV now? Because she was always right there around the corner. And, you know, it's just those little funny little things. Things that we're all going to miss about her. But I just want to say that, you know, she's with us. I know she's with myself and my family. And she's a sister of ours. My sister Erica, my soul sister Nina, and, you know, Carrie was my soul sister. She really was. And I just want to say thank you for all of you guys, because I feel like you guys are also family, almost to me. Julie, Catherine, Lori, you guys are amazing. Crystal, Leah, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope, God bless you, honey. Beautiful soul. This is my daughter, Valencia. So I'm going to say, want me to say a few things? Yes? Okay, I'm going to hand it over to Valencia. I will.
So when we moved here, my sister, my mom, and I, we didn't really have anyone, and Carrie was there for everything. And I remember I would call her all the time, and she would help me with my homework, and I'm really gonna miss that because I'm gonna need help in high school. But yeah, I would always share like a fun time with her every year. We would go to Blues Day. We'd have long walks on Blues Day and talk a lot. She was an aunt, and she was a really good friend. And we're all gonna miss her. We love you, Carrie.
I'm gonna miss her helping you with your homework, because you know I don't get some of that stuff, but I'm sure definitely she came in handy in so many areas. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carrie's best friend from childhood. I've known her since we were at Bethel together. I practically grew up in the Birmingham Hospital. When I heard from Dory about Carrie's passing, I was nearly devastated. I want to start by talking to Alex and telling him, where are you, Alex? What a wonderful father you are. To both Carrie and I, if it weren't for how I know how you treated me and Carrie, it's because of you that I know how Carrie grew up to be the person that she was. Even when you told me that I wore too much darn black makeup.
So cute.
And a mine for being my big brother and being so protective of Carrie and I. Because you were such a good big brother. And that's also what made Carrie the person that she was. You were so amazing. Remember that trip that we took on that Greyhound bus to Seattle? I don't even know what that was for. I don't even remember what that was. But you were so protective. So that's how I know what a good big brother you were to Carrie. I'm crying. Carrie was my best friend. And our 2 years going to SAC, I would walk up from my home on Rockaway, and she would walk down from their home. Everybody probably knows where that was. And we would meet up and walk our 2 miles up to SAC every single day and talk and talk and talk. She was my best friend. And we would do that walk to and fro every single day. There were a few times Alex had to drive us because the weather was bad or we were running late or something, but for the most part, we did that walk. But there's something I would like to read. It's from a book called The Prophet. It was written a long, long time ago. And this was passed down to me, this particular version. It's probably written in 1959. Given to me from my mother, passed down from my great-grandfather. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous and a little bit, I'm not really nervous, just tongue-tied. This all hit me very hard. This is the chapter on friendship. Each one of these chapters is different. They have them on love, they have them on page 64. Every one of them is absolutely beautiful. Your friend is your answer. Your friend is your needs answer. Think of it as a girl. He always, since it was written so long ago, it says he instead of she. Your friend is your needs answer. He is your field, which you sow with love and reap with thanksgiving. And he is your board and your fireside. For you come to him with hunger and you seek him for peace. You seek him for peace. When your friend speaks his mind and you fear not the nine, and your own mind, nor do you withhold the eye. And when he is silent, your heart ceases not to listen to his heart. For without words and friendship, all thoughts, all desires, all expectations are born and shared with joy that is unacclaimed. When you part from your friend, you grieve not. For that which you love most in him may be clear in his absence, as the mountain to the climber is clearer from the plain. And let there be no purpose in friendship, save that for the deepening of the spirit. For love that seeks aught from the disclosure and its own mystery, it is love that is cast forth, and only the unprofitable is caught. And let your best be but for your friend. If you must know the ebb of your tide, let him flow its flood also. For what is it, your friend, that you should seek with his hours to kill? Seek him always with hours to live. For it is to fill your need, but not your emptiness. And it is the sweetness of friendship. Let there be laughter and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, let the heart find its morning and be refreshed. chosen a song for her to sing. And I'd like everybody to stand, and it's a fun song. I'd actually picked Sam Kelly.
Drink the soda, then he's drinking
So, if everybody would stand, and I want you to jump, because Carrie would want this to be a sad event for her. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna play one quick song. Play Van Halen Jump.
My story kind of picks up a little bit right where Alex left off with Carrie and Jill flying in Hawaii. I was fortunate enough to reconnect with Carrie when they were living in Hawaii. Carrie was 21, and just turned 21. And Julie was 15, and she and I got on an airplane and went to Hawaii. And it was probably the most fun I have ever had in my life. We went everywhere for a week, but everywhere we went, something funny happened. And we would be just rolling in the aisles, or screaming, and it was, but we went everywhere. We went to Hanauma Bay and screamed with the fish that were bumping our legs. And we went to a luau and around the island. I just can't say everything that there is to do, we did in a week. But I had so much fun and sharing it with Carrie and Jill, and they would be singing in harmony as we're riding along in the car and the windows were down, and it was just a fun time. And I was so thankful that Carrie and Cece and Alex opened their lives to us to be part of one big family. It was just wonderful. And Carrie was excited, I remember, because Samuel was 2. She says, I have a little brother. She thought that was pretty cool. And sisters. I've never had a sister before. But luckily, we got to have her back in our life and to learn to share with Cece and Hope and everybody for 28 years. And it was 28 years that we cherish. And she was such a strong, as Alex said, as she decided she was going to do something, she did it. And it's like when she decided she needed to have her own last name. And because she had mine, she had Alex, she had Kiva, she's had everybody else's. So she picked one for herself, and it meant bold in Swedish, and I'm Scandinavian, so she changed her name to Stirka because it meant bold, and she was a bold and confident person, and talented and loving, and opened her heart to everybody. And I in the song, Candle in the Wind, I think of Carrie, but her candle didn't blow out. Her candle's still shining through all these people that are here that still love her and will remember her and keep that light shining. She had so much love for everybody else that I know if there are angels up there, she earned her wings here on earth. And we loved her, and she's up there right now on another adventure. She's just in a different place. She's not gone, but she's just not where we can talk to her right now. But I know that her spirit is soaring. And, you know, I had to say goodbye to her once when she was a day old. And then this was the second time, and it's not any easier. I look, there's the picture of Julie and Carrie. Whoops, it's gone now, but it was the two of them taken in Hawaii when we first got together. But thank you all for all the wonderful things you've done for Carrie and loved her, and she loved you all back, and thank you for being here to share her with me. Thank you.
I look around this room and I see everybody that has over the years, and I know Carrie. I knew Carrie as a wife, stepmother to my kids, partner for grandkids. And over the years, you know, she never gave up singing. She actually, when we moved down to Santa Fe, before we moved down, she traveled a Greyhound bus, went down there, went to another city interview, Santa Fe Opera. They didn't have the nerve to tell her she didn't get the job, but she came all the way back up and she told me, she goes, Stephen, we got a nurse. And I go, we don't have jobs. She goes, I don't care. We're going to Santa Fe. So without her, my kids would have never. Is that better? Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, I don't usually lose the ability to speak. Today I am. But when I first met Carrie, we were both working together. And she was kind of a party girl. She liked to party a little bit, drink, and have a good time. And the more time we spent together, the more it was something that we enjoyed. And to tell you about it, we knew each other for about 2 weeks. Had one official date, which is up at Mary Lee and Alex's restaurant up in Schweitzer, and spent the next 15.5 years. So she, without her, I wouldn't be sitting here in the position I am. And she's affected everybody her entire life. I've never known her to ever say anything bad, and there wasn't anybody in my life that could say anything bad about her. So I look around this room, I see all these people that she affected and loved and cared about, and I'm pretty pleased that we considered her family, husband, lover, friend, partner, companion, whatever you want to put it. And I think everybody pretty much stayed the same.
On behalf of Julie.
Hey, everybody, I am Julie's husband. I'm gonna try not to cry because that girl really impacted me. She's just spent a lot of time at our house. But, okay, so I'm gonna clear up. You know, nobody wants to see a big 265-pound man ball. But whoever made the slideshow, I want to thank, because there's things in there that is amazing. Thank you. And the one that's a little fruity, but oh so sweet, nails it. Yeah, like I said, I met Carrie 8 years ago through my wife and my sister-in-law. Me and Julie got married 2 years later, and you know, she was one of my good friends. We hung out together. We had a lot of great times together. I don't know if there's anybody from here from work that worked with her. A few people. I appreciate you guys because we always send her home broken. For some reason, somehow, she always got messed up at our house. Between knees and sunburn, car crashes. All I got to say, and I'm going to cut this short because I really hate talking in front of people. I'm going to tell you, we were all blessed. And I am not a religious person at all. So, but we are all blessed to have a part of her in our life. She made people better when she walked in the room. She made people better. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay, we have someone else who wants to share. What's your name? Michelle.
Hi, so, that's my mom. And, Carrie was like another aunt to me. And one of my memories is when my mom went off to, for work to go and travel. And she was babysitting me and my sister, and we were like acting bad, and she yelled at us. And that was like one of the first times we've like ever heard her yell. And so, yeah, and so I got really sad, so I went to my mom's room and I was visiting her and I smelled her clothes. And yeah, but I remember she had a fear of clowns when we went to Silverwood for like Scarywood, and my mom went to the clowns to say like to chase her and like say her name, like the clown was like, hey, like teasing her around. And then when she always got us like fruits, and I'm gonna miss those because they were like really good. And yeah, that's all. Oh yeah, and how she helped me with my marble project for school, and like I still got a D on it, but I mean, I tried.
All right, someone else?
Some of you have asked where Ruby D is. Ruby D was Carrie's buddy, a little fat chihuahua who got fatter and fatter. And Carrie changed her name to Tubby, even though her name was Ruby D. She got up to 12 pounds, and she originally was a 4-pound dog. But anyway, Ruby D is living with my veterinarian who owns Ruby's sister, and they live at the clinic, and Ruby D was born at that clinic. And this vet loves the Chihuahuas. And so she has the two of them, and they're inside all day with the clerks. So they're with people all the time, and they have their beds under the counter, and they come in and out. And she takes her outside for walks, and she has her down to 5 pounds. They put her on, she puts her on special canned food. And anyway, Ruby D and she's attached herself to the vet. So she really is happy and has lots of stuff going on around her. But anyway, she will live out her life there, and they just love her.
Alex has something else to share.
I do want to share something else. You know, all these kudos about Carrie and how sweet and loving and everything she was. You know, during her early years, I was going through my medical training and I wasn't home a whole lot. So I want to give some credit to Cece, who preceded Carrie and who was basically responsible for the person that we're celebrating tonight. So, to Cece.
So I wasn't gonna come up here, and then Roxanne was like, Catherine,
get up there. I too call Carrie my best friend. So, but I think what made her so amazing is what Carrie was to me was exactly what I needed. And what Carrie was to Roxanne was exactly what she needed. And I feel like she had that kind of a friendship with everybody. She was whatever you needed the most. My sons grew up calling her Aunt Carrie. She's really you could tell her things and she never judged you. She'd be like, oh, for shit's sake. But she wouldn't like want to be your friend anymore. She would have the greatest things to say to encourage you or just listen. And I miss that a lot. But putting this slideshow together was really hard at first. Really hard. But seeing her smile in all these pictures from when she was a little kid, and it's like, that's the Carrie I know. That smile that just, oh, she walks up and gives you a hug. Hiya!
She could make you feel
awesome.
good, because she could put you in your place.
Oh yeah, she'd love you enough to whoop your ass if you needed it. She definitely. I worked with Carrie, and so we kind of became really good friends, working together, and that friendship never faded. You know, sometimes when you work with somebody, they're like your work friend, you know, and I felt really blessed that even when we didn't work together, that friendship just continued. And she's been there to help me through some really tough things. And she would always remind me of myself when I couldn't see it. She'd be like, you got this, you can do this. Because I know you're strong, and I know. I don't know what else to say, but I think we all had special friendships that were in their own ways. So thank you.
All right, well, hey, I appreciate everybody sharing. We have the room here for a lot more time, so I just want to invite you to stay and to socialize and maybe share your memories that way too. Before we kind of close this part, I'd love, with your permission, I'd like to pray. Heavenly Father, Lord, we know that you're the author and the sustainer of life, Lord, and we thank you so much for gifting us with Carrie for this 48 years, Lord. And pray, God, that you'd comfort grieving for the family and friends that loved her so much, Lord. You help us just remember what a blessing that she was in all of our lives. And thank you for these memories that were shared. I thank you for this assembly, people who love Carrie, that we might encourage one another and give thanks for this day and for our sister Carrie. We thank you. Amen.
So maybe before we officially close, we should raise our glass.
Carrie.
Carrie!
Thanks so much.